Good afternoon, everybody. It's been several days since I've done a video. I've been really caught up with just the holidays and with everything going on, and I've been really busy. So I wanted to talk about a couple things. Excuse me. I don't know why I don't do that before I start a video. I guess I never know when I'm going to do it. So anyway, just a few things I want to touch base on. I want to talk about my own project, MoonRunner. I'm going to talk about Profit Trailer and the newest release and the Binance giveaway, the Binance Exchange License giveaway, and some other basic notes. So let's get started here. So number one, MoonRunner, moonrunner.io. This is my project. And I wanted to give a little history about this. Basically, so a little while back, I had this huge epiphany in the middle of the night about how difficult it was to basically go from one currency to another. And I know there are things like Change Lily and things like that, but the way they work is different than what I wanted to create this universal pool of currency. Basically, everybody can dump their money into this universal wallet and take out what they need in any currency that they want at the time. Ultimately, it's called the Zempa Universal Wallet. And I got a team together in the Ukraine. I got a lot of stuff going on with that. And then I launched the token sale. Nobody cared. And I think a part of it was because I didn't have a $100,000 budget to buy a bunch of articles. I couldn't build that hype. And I think around such a big project, you really need a lot of hype because it's noticeably a big project. It's not something you can just do with a couple people. You need an army of people to develop a platform like that. And so for now, I'm putting that on hold, but I still want to get to that in the future. But as an ICO manager, as a cryptocurrency manager, I help other people, my wallet management services. And I've been looking all over the place for a platform that allows me to monitor every purchase I make for my clients and everything that I put on their wallets. I want to be able to monitor multiple portfolios. I don't want to have to set up multiple accounts on a website and then switch back and forth, log in, log out, and just deal with all that silliness. Plus, it's typically just a lot of those platforms, they show you the coins you buy and what their values are, and that's pretty much it. Or they'll pull APIs and data streams from particular wallets and things. It's all fine, but that's not what I need. What I needed is something that will enable me to basically, if you look down here in your client, click a client. Every one of these is a portfolio that looks like this, where you add a client, you can add, as you're adding coins into the system and you're putting positions in, it's adding to your initial investment. And then the value of those coins pulled from all the different exchange APIs. It's going to pull all that data into the platform, and it's going to tell you, how it's gone up. What in real time, it's going to show you the value fluctuations as well as the differences in value between that coin and the value of the coin you use to buy that with. So, in most cases for ICO coins, it's going to be Ethereum. In a lot of cases for exchange coins, you probably use Bitcoin. And so it's going to show you, well, if you had if you had the same amount of Bitcoin, and you didn't purchase this, the Bitcoin would be worth X, but you bought this coin instead, and this coin's worth X, and here's the difference, of whether you gained or lost, so forth and so on. So, and there are a lot of other things that the platform is going to do. The whitelist is growing, where it's not really a whitelist per se. It's more just to gauge the interest of the public. And there's been pretty substantial interest so far. The newsletter's already up to 100 people. The Telegram channel, I think that's up to like 65. This is my bot. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. But if I go to the MoonRunner channel, there's 68 people, 2 online, or just a bunch of people joining. So that's going really well. I mean, I just started putting this stuff out there, so people are taking notice. So here's a couple other functions. Profit loss calculation in real time. Calculate your commission in real time. Add ICO coins and exchange coins with ease. Now, I see some platforms where they say, oh, we import everything from an API. You can't. with an ICO coin that doesn't even technically exist yet, you have to add those manually. And I don't want to rely or wait on a system to do it for me. I want to add the token, and then when it hits an exchange or something like that, I want it to populate the data from there automatically based off of the APIs that you have integrated into the platform. That's what I want to have done. So that's what we're doing. Um, the latest news articles pertaining to the coins in each portfolio. So basically what this is going to do is when you add a coin, it's going to create like a kind of a hashtag kind of system, and it's going to pull all the articles and such related to that keyword, in that case the ICO. And it's going to pull those blog articles into the dashboard for that client. So, for each client, the coins that I have in the dashboard, the articles that are popping up in that dashboard are going to be relevant to the coins in the portfolio, if that makes sense. I think I got it. All right. Charts and graphs for visual representation of your portfolios show the difference of value of a coin against the value of what you use to purchase it. Internal wallet system to buy ICOs from the platform. Now, this is future plan. So ultimately, once we get the primary platform established, I want to create an internal ERC20 blockchain wallet, like my Ether wallet. But I want it to be internal into the platform. And how we're going to do this, I honestly don't 100% know. We want to build the platform first, get everything else working. We want the subscription model platform to be ready and running, tested, security tested, and all of that stuff. But since this is going to be a later kind of thing. Sorry, my wife was walking by. So what does this actually mean? Ultimately, I want to, if I'm getting, if I've got a roadmap feed in my calendar and I see that an ICO is getting ready to launch in 2 minutes, I want to be able to purchase coins from that ICO right now. I don't want to have to go to my Ether wallet and purchase the coin. I don't want to have to deal with any of that. I just want everything to happen right in my dashboard. Even if it came down to integrating my Ether wallet into MoonRunner somehow, I'm fine with that. But I want to be able to do everything I want to do right from my dashboard, and that is the plan for MoonRunner. Back up your account to a file for safekeeping, and client reports to keep them informed of your progress. So, when your product, there's also another feature that I want to add to this that I'm not putting in here because it's going to be probably the last thing we do. But let's say you've got 15 clients in here. Everybody's portfolios are up. You're making money. Your commissions are up. Everything's great, and you want to let the world know. Well, I want the platform to ask permission so let's say you're the manager running MoonRunner. I'm a client. You want to show off how much you're doing for me. You, through the system, will ask me through Facebook permission to post on my wall on my behalf. And what will happen is I'm going to put a synopsis of your portfolio into Facebook. So, hey, my ICO manager, using MoonRunner or whatever, and here's a snapshot of my portfolio and how much I'm up. And we're going to do it in a very information intrusive way, but basically a way to basically show your your client's Facebook friends, hey, this is my account. I'm the ICO manager on this account, and this is the money that I made for this client already. And that is going to help build the MoonRunner business. But it's also going to help the people that are using MoonRunner to manage their clients. And so that might actually come before the internal wallet. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll know once we get everything ready. Now, here's some of the token sale details. There's only going to be 20,000. There's only 20,000 more tokens total. And it's going to be on Ethereum ERC20. One Ethereum is going to be 1,840 more tokens. And if phase one, so now here's the thing, I used the Oracle's network to set up all the smart contracts for this, okay, and it's actually pretty slick. I wanted to actually buy into the Oracle network ICO, but you can't from the US. But anyway, I honestly think so the actual token sale is not supposed to start until January 6th, but this is all set up. If people sent Ethereum to this address, it's going into the smart contract. You get your coins. So I don't really know Now, I don't know if it releases the coins. I don't know if it doesn't release the coins until January 6th, or start releasing them until January 6th. I'm actually going to test this myself here pretty soon. If you click this, it'll take you to, or the token sale, it'll take you to the Oracle page that shows the metrics for the token sale. But I think tonight I'm probably going to try this. So, if you watch this video and you're curious, I might just buy like a few more tokens and just see what happens, and I'll follow up in another video. But all the smart contracts, I mean, there were probably like 15 smart contracts to set this all up, and I did it all through Oracle's network, and it was pretty slick, man. I mean, I said, hey, I want 20 million tokens. This is the price I want. Phase one, you get a 50% bonus. So I did go, if I click this now, I think, because I don't have MetaMask on here, but you can actually pay through using your MetaMask, like if you have the add-on in your Chrome plugin or your Chrome browser. But I'm on Firefox right now, so we'll see if this loads. If not, I'll be interested. It typically takes a minute though, so don't freak out if it takes a minute. Okay, you don't have MetaMask installed. Check ICO Wizard GitHub for instruction. Okay, so I guess none of this stuff shows unless you have MetaMask for whatever reason. Let's say I want to invest. This shows all of the metrics typically. Unless I'm understanding the system a little differently, but if I am on my Chrome browser with MetaMask, it shows like our ETH goal. It shows all this information. So I'm wondering, and I did use MetaMask to create all the smart contracts. So that may be the case. Okay, that's probably what it is. So anyway, I'll test that out and I'll do a follow-up video, but I'm pretty sure even if I sent Ethereum right now, it'll go through and it'll be fine. So technically people aren't going to have to wait until January 6th to be able to contribute. Now, there are, basically I allotted so much. So this is the allotment of coins. Excuse me. So half of it all is going to be for the final token sale. And then 15% of the total budget is going to be pre-sale 1, pre-sale 2, and then 20% of that me and my partner are holding. Now, and here's the timeline, and here's the subscription model. Here's basically what the user interface is going to look like to give you an idea of the functionality and the layout of each. And this is each platform, or each portfolio is ultimately going to look like this. You're going to have your roadmap, so your calendar. When you add tokens or coins to your platform, your portfolio, excuse me, whether they're ICO tokens or exchange tokens, upcoming ICOs that you want to buy, anything that you put in related to that coin is going to be color coded in your calendar. So if you say blue and well, blue is my color for District OX, anything blue or anything that shade of blue in the calendar is going to be associated with that. So if you've got roadmap items or whatever the case may be, that's what's going to show up here. And that's basically to keep track of, different roadmap items. So let's say, sorry, these notifications sometimes get annoying. So let's say, I buy District OX off of an ICO, and then they've got like 6 key items on their roadmap, which basically are going to tell me, all right, well, we're probably going to get a value spike on these days, right? So when the news comes out that this has been completed or this is launched or whatever, this has been released, I'm going to know on these days I'm probably going to get value spikes, and I can keep track of all that. So that's what the calendar is all about, or just future ICOs, upcoming ICOs that I want to take part in. I want them right there in my calendar. And then these are all the coins, and this is going to show you. I'm pretty sure I can make that bigger. Yeah, I can make it bigger. All right. And then this is going to show you the value of the purchases, or the coins that you use, whether it's high or low. You're going to have a little chart, kind of like on CoinMarket, current value, all that. Your total portfolio, it'll show you, you've got, but based on the number of coins that you have and how much of your portfolio is made up from different coins, it'll represent that in color-coded bars. And then the growth, the value growth of your overall portfolio will be charted, and then you'll have your blog on the bottom. And there's some other things, like I said, that I'm looking to, that I want to add, but that's the basic system right now. So here's the thing, you might look and say, well, there's only 2 guys. You've got one developer and then you. I'm not a developer. I'm just the business development, marketing, all that fun stuff. I'm the kind of the back end of everything, or the front end of everything. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Nick is actually somebody I've known for a while. I mean, he's an enterprise level developer basically, and we started talking about this, and he's developed some pretty big enterprise level platforms in the past, and he's like, man, I can knock this out. Like this isn't a huge project, to be real honest with you. You look at some of the other upcoming portfolio management systems. I mean, they're huge blockchain projects, and you know what? Those are cool. I mean, some of those look okay. They look cool, but they've got all kinds of crap that they're doing, that they're adding to these systems that just are not. They're just not anything. They don't interest me. I mean, they do to an extent, but for what I need, I don't need all that. I don't need to be copy traded. I don't need all these training tools and things like that. I don't need all that. I know what I'm doing already. I just want to manage everything easily, and I want my dashboard to not be confusing. I want it to be very straightforward. I want to be able to grab what I need when I need it without a bunch of fuss. And I don't want my dashboard to be a convoluted mess of crap that doesn't serve my purpose. Okay. So that being said, this is not a huge project, in the sense that it's not running on the blockchain. It's, not some big decentralized thing. But the coin itself is going to ultimately make your subscription cheaper. I mean, it's a utility token through and through. It's not, you're not going to make dividends off of it. You're not going to, there's no promise that the coin's going to go up from when you bought it. I mean, there's, hope it does, but I can't say that it will, which is pretty much the case with any coin on the market, or token on the market, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, here's how this is going to break down. So you want to be a pilot, you want to manage up to 10 clients, it's $20 a month if you're paying USD. $14.99 a month if you're paying with MoonRunner tokens. Pretty simple. Same down here. Command pilot, you got 30 clients, $50 a month, or $39.99 a month if you pay with MoonRunner. And as a commander, you're working with up to 50 clients. It's only $60 a month with MoonRunner tokens. And that's it. Join the newsletter that's growing. Join the Telegram. Let's see, this is our social. So the Facebook, there's the Twitter, the Telegram channel. This is the Bitcoin talk thread actually that I did last night. So I need to upload that and change it. And the Discord channel I'm going to add. The Discord channel is ultimately going to be the Crypto Crow Discord channel. That's actually really, I mean, people are joining that every day. I mean, there's over 100 something people in there now. So that's, excuse me, that's a MoonRunner in a nutshell. If you want information on the bounty program, I do have a bounty program set up on here. All that information is here. Tons of different options to earn free tokens. And then you've got the token sale. So, my hope is that this really catches on and resonates with people, because as the crypto market grows and as more is happening, bringing the cryptocurrency space into the mainstream eye, just the market's going to continue to grow. There are going to be more and more people wanting to invest and cash in. And there are going to be people like us who've been doing this a while and know we've got a pretty good idea. I don't want to say we know what we're doing, because things change all the time. You can't predict anything. But we understand the space. We understand the market. We understand how to evaluate coins and what to look for in ICOs and so forth and so on. And join the Telegram channel. I mean, that's growing. So that's that. Wow, that was a long 18-minute video on this. So hopefully you guys didn't tune out already. All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is Profit Trailer. So what I showed earlier, this is my bot. This is my, so I called my Profit Trailer my Profit Trailer bot is called the Crypto Crow bot. This is, so starting from 12 midnight, last AM, these are all the transactions that have taken place on my bot since then. A lot of buys. Here's a sell at 1.95%, sell at 2.3%, 0.93%. There's a nice one for Vox at 4.53%. So you see the gains, okay, 2.6%. Some are small, some are bigger than others. I think I've seen as high as 6 something percent so far using the bot. This 6% is the lowest. So, and I have it set that way because I want to at least get something. But these little symbols here mean that so I use the DCA settings to basically, it's the Anderson double down thing. So basically, if the value goes down below where I expected it to, or the bot expects it to, if once it hits a certain tier in DCA, it will buy it up again. Okay, so it'll double my position to kind of average down and make it easier to sell when it does go up at all. Right, that's the model. I used to have it on a 4 tier. I think I turned it down to a 3 tier because I did end up with a bunch of bags, which are fine because I wanted to use my whole budget. But then once I had like a lot of bagged coins, I wasn't making anything. Like I wasn't making 100 trades a day anymore because I'm waiting on all these bags to sell. So I cut my minimum buy in half and I lowered my tiers to 3 instead of 4. That way I'm able to do a lot more. And I did change some other settings, and those settings I continue to update in Discord. But you can see, I mean, so well, and I will say, to get all this activity, I mean, look at all the activity in here. You see the buys, you see the sells. I mean, it just keeps going and going. This is all from midnight. So, I mean, it's 12 o'clock now. La, la, la. Now we're at 9 a.m. So that was 3 hours. La, la. Okay, so here we go. So now it's 12:05. It's 12:10. So 5 minutes ago, it made its most recent trade. There was a rise bag that it multiplied 2 times, sold that at 0.8%. So that's the bot, and it's just doing really, really well. I've had 8 people actually buy Profit Trailer from my videos so far, so that's actually really, really cool. Look, the price is so cheap. I don't really make a whole lot. I'm not telling you guys this because I'm making a fortune off of like promoting it with a referral code. We're not making much. A lot. I mean, if you were in the, I'll show you the community. So this is the Profit Trailer community. There's 1,397 people in here, and they're all making money with Profit Trailer, and everybody loves it. There's a guy on here named Diesel. He's like phenomenal. This guy knows everything about the bot through and through. LBRY, the developer, he's on here all the time. Honestly, I've never met somebody. I mean, this guy is not only is he obviously a genius, but the guy is not doing this for greed. So here's what he just did. Yesterday? So everybody's been waiting on the Binance exchange, right? They wanted to use Profit Trailer on Binance. So he launched the Binance release, and you know what he did? He made it freaking free. Like if you already own the license, he didn't say, oh, like I know a lot of these other bot companies out there, if they did something like this, they'd be like, oh, you can get it for half price for 3 days, get it now, try to pressure sale everybody. No, man. LBRY, dude, you're amazing. He basically made it free. Now it's for a limited time, but it's free, and it's free because people are still testing it. People are still working through any bugs and things like that. There's some notes in here about what to look for if you're going to use the Binance. I want to use Binance. I haven't started yet. But the latest version just came out 2 days ago. Yeah, I mean, he made Binance free for a while. Get your free Binance license until 1/1/2018. I mean, come on, who does that? This is a guy who created something that he knows is magic. It's magic money. That's what it is. And so it's working out very well for everybody. And so he doesn't have to, rake everybody over the coals to try and, make a bunch of money. This thing's going to take over the whole freaking bot market. I mean, it's just that good, in my opinion. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, don't take my advice for anything. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Do your own research, yada yada yada. So anyway, if you're looking to, if you get a license, you can go now. Like if you already have a license, maybe you've watched my previous Profit Trailer video, and you're like, you know what, I want to use Binance too. Well, you can go here to GitHub. So if you go to profittrailer.io, come down here to GitHub, just click here, click there, go to releases. And there you have it. It's right there. You can download Profit Trailer Zip. I actually last night just started using my Profit Trailer on a VPS, and let me tell you, I'm not going back. You know, it's so good. I was running it on my mining rig, but my mining rig only has a 60 gig card, and like the update files on Windows just automatically download themselves, which bogged the whole system down. And then, you know, it started to fill up. I think I've got 25 megabytes free. I mean, using a 60 gig SSD on a freaking mining rig is stupid if you plan on doing anything else whatsoever on it. So anyway, then I used it on my laptop, and it was running great on my laptop. But I think my laptop was running just a little bit hotter than I wanted it to. Not any more than just running a basic game. But I just didn't want that, you know, going 24/7 on my laptop. So I got a VPN. It was like $10, and I tried one before I started running it on there, and the VPN kept like rebooting itself and shutting off and stuff. And I'm like, you know, I went to support and they weren't very good. You know, I hate it when you tell somebody specifically what's happening and then they come back to you with more questions. It's like, if you don't already know based off of what I told you, you suck. I want a different service. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a snob. I just don't want to waste all my time. Ran over. And that's pretty much it. So, you know, take a look at the market. I mean, the market's going pretty good, man. I mean, 352 million market cap, total market. You know, guys, what's happening with Bitcoin and everything else is just ridiculous. IOTA, I mean, you know, I almost bought a ton of IOTA, and then I was reading about how some people are getting scammed because of the way IOTA is structured. You know, I don't even remember exactly what it was, but I'm like, I don't even get it. Like, I'm not going to waste money on it. I probably would have made a fortune already, but that was stupid me. Litecoin's over $100, man. This was $40. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy what's happening. Neo still not breaking over the $40 mark though after everything that's going on. This has me puzzled because, you know, I have it Neo, I have some of my people in Neo. I love the idea, and I've been, you know, with everything going on with China, you'd think this would have already mooned, but it's just sitting there. Stellar Lumens, I've been hearing a lot about this lately, and you know, EOS has been doing some good stuff. I mean, there's a lot of activity here. BitConnect coins up to $330. Oh my gosh. This is playing mind games with me at 985. It just bounces around $10, doesn't go anywhere. There's some other big ones that I went into pretty big recently. I didn't get them at the ICO, but Substratum, I think I got in really big at like 34 cents. So I'm waiting for this to do something. I think it will. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take. This and QuantStamp. I'm waiting for QuantStamp to do something. Come on, QuantStamp. Where are you? QuantStamp. I mean, I'm just buying and holding, but it's kind of just not doing anything. So it's funny because the coins that I have picked recently off of the exchange aren't doing a whole hell of a lot. My ICO coins, boom. But like, if I wait until I get something on the exchange, it's like kind of stagnant. So anyway, hopefully this was a decent video for you guys today. Hopefully you take an interest in MoonRunner. If you like what I'm doing, if you, I don't know, if you like my hair, whatever, help me spread the word about MoonRunner, because it's actually a really big deal for me and my developer. I mean, we're equal partners in this whole thing. I'm promoting it and kind of, you know, structuring everything and breaking down what I want, how I want it, and so forth, and marketing it. The white paper I have to still put together. I'm waiting on my developer to kind of give me a breakdown of what platform he's using to develop it, how he's creating the whole system. I'm not a developer, I couldn't tell you. But I'm waiting for that. He said he's going to get it to me today. So, but I know he just went to Israel. He travels all over the freaking world, and he basically develops this stuff from all over the place. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, take part, help me out, join the Telegram, say some stuff on the Bitcoin Talk thread. That always helps. And other than that, it was a pretty decent video, a long one. Hopefully, it was entertaining, helpful to you in some way. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much, Crypto Crows.